This is the quick, easy way to understand how to save yourself hundreds of thousands of dollars in your retirement. And forget about just retirement, just investing ways. Hundreds of thousands of dollars saved. So I'm going to give you some cold hard facts here. This is the Google machine here. What is the average mutual fund fee in Canada? Okay, there it is. Let's call it 2%. But you know, it's interesting. Down here, they got this exchange traded funds, ETFs, and they tell you how much lower they are. They tell you the average is around 82 basis points. I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your mind. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know, if you had, let's just go, we're just going to take a couple here. A couple has $800,000 put together, RSPs, TFSAs, all that crap. They have all that stuff put together. And somebody behind the desk on a financial institution has put all their money into these funds, you know. And the first question you need to understand is what exactly are the funds? What's inside of them? Number one. Number two, we have to understand there's a 2% fee for doing all that, because I just Googled it. There's even some are even 2.5%. Let's just say this couple is ready to retire. They have an $800,000 nest egg. They're going to have an average increase of 6% a year, which is conservative. And they want to pull $50,000 a year at an inflation rate of 3% every single year to match that $50,000, because inflation is running around 2 to 3%. We'll go 3%. So you can see the numbers get higher as you go down this little runway. You might even see some red here. But what ends up happening in 2038, if they did this in 2026 and 2038, 13 years later, they're in the hole. Okay? So no more money. So what do you do? How do you make the money last longer? Okay, so let's go. We're going to scroll a little bit down here. And let's do something here, because I'm going to show you an ETF that has 25 basis points and fee versus 2%. So right off the bat, we're $98,000 savings. Just doing that. But I'm going to show you hundreds of thousands in a couple of seconds here. So 800,000, you go to 848 with the 6% increase. You spend 50,000, you have 795 left. Okay, so we haven't recouped 100% back, but we just saved $14,000, $15,000 on fees based on that 2% that we just Googled in 1 year. $15,000. It's a pretty decent car. And it just keeps going on and on and on and on of savings, okay? Where it calculates to $98,000. But what if I told you that you could, and I kind of gave the answer away here. There's a ETF, and they're a dime a dozen. There's so many ETFs. Vanguard, Blackheart, Harvest, Hamilton. These are all ETF orchestrated funds. Even BMO, Bank of Montreal, they have ETFs. This is all under the direct investing umbrella. Every financial institution has direct investing. So if we bought this XIC and this 25 basis points, which I'm lying to you, because watch this part. I'm gonna go find the ETF fee, and there it is, folks. 6 basis points. 6. So we're going to go back over here, and we're going to go, instead of punching this number in, we're going to go punch 0.6. Boom. Now we're at $110,000. Just like that. We're $110,000 by buying this XIC. And you're probably, there must be sketchy companies in this XIC. We'll get to those companies in a second. So now we just change the to that being 6 basis points, we're going to save $110,000. And instead of running out of money in 2037, we're going to run out of money in 2039. We bought ourselves 2 years just by moving, going to a different dealership. That's it. That's all. Number one. But remember I said hundreds of thousands? Hundreds? Okay. So let's go find out what we're going to do, how we're going to get to... Oh, there we go. I just unveiled it. Did you know this XIC is going to pay you a dividend of 2%? They pay you 4 times a year? 2%? Sounds familiar, the 2%. Instead of you paying someone 2%, they're going to pay you 2%. So we're going to do 1.94% to the pickup because we still have to pay the management fee, 6 basis points. So let's go over here. And now we're going to punch in negative 1.94%. Boom. And boom it is. Look at that. $264,000 after 15 years versus your run-of-the-mill mutual fund. But that's 15 years from now. Folks, this is today's money. Okay? Today's money. $250,000 after 15 years. This $800,000 can chew away a profits of $264,000. Okay. So remember I said up here, we're going to run out of money in 2037 based on that formula. We're going to run out of money in 2041. We just found 4 years of savings. 4 years of savings. But David, this is a sketchy company. There must be something. What are they investing? Scary stuff. Must be these penny stocks. Must be this scary place. They don't even. They who are these companies? Let's go look at them. Oh, cat's out of the bag. Look at this. Look at this. What did we find here? Where's the penny stock? Okay, penny stock it is. Royal Bank of Canada. They don't accept pennies. TD, you might have heard of this company called TD Bank. They do, you know TD has a brokerage firm. It's the Royal Bank has a brokerage firm. Shopify. Let's talk about Shopify in a second, okay? Shopify. BMO, Bank of Montreal. Do you know the banks have been paying dividends for 100 years and they've never lowered them and never missed a payment? FYI. Enbridge. I took a shower this morning. Thank you very much, Enbridge. The hot water was awesome, and they're going to do it. They won't do the dishes, but they're going to provide the hot water for the dishes. Oh, look at this guy. Another one here. Look, they're just all over the place. Brookfield. Oh, that's a little company there. Canadian Natural Resources. Oh, CPR. CP Rail? Yeah, they've been around a couple days. So these companies here are not going away, okay? Now, the one company there is Shopify. They're kind of like the new kid on the block on this ETF. Where's Shopify going to be 10 years from now? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I could tell you these other companies, they ain't going anywhere. I guarantee you're going to take a shower 10 years from now, and I guarantee it's going to be warm. And I can guarantee you it's going to be their fault, Enbridge, that it's warm and it's coming and it ain't going away. We're not going to cold showers 100% yet. They're going to still need to service us 10 years from now. But Shopify, I don't know. The beauty thing about the ETF on the 6 basis point fee that we're paying, I don't care. I don't care. You know why I don't care? Because there's people behind the scenes at BlackRock. They do one thing. They stare at the screen all friggin' day long. They scrutinize. They devil's advocate the whole company, and they don't do well. They're gone, and another company's going to go in there, and I don't know. It could be a different company. It could be National Bank. It could be Manulife, Power Corporation. It could be anybody. But they're going to do all the hard work. I'm not going to worry about that at all. I'm going to set it and forget it and collect my 2%. And it's going to grow as it has been in the last 20 years of 23%. I don't even care. I don't care. I care about it the same way I cared about a mutual fund when I was working. And then the work match program on the go. That's the companies. Do they look scary? Do they look penny companies? Do they look like they're going anywhere? They ain't going anywhere. Nobody's going to take these companies away. Folks, if you want to learn more about this and saving hundreds of thousands of dollars, and if you do have more than $800,000 in your wife and your spouse's portfolios combined, the numbers just keep going higher. But no one's going to listen to this. And I'll tell you why they won't listen to this, because they won't. I don't know why, they just won't. And that's okay, because I invest in all these companies that sell what they sell and collect 2%, and they just make my companies that I own, like this ETF, richer. Take care.